All right, so here we go today. Today we got a special treat for you. We are going to take apart and clean a PS3. So we got our can of air, we got our toolkit, and we have the PS3. And as you can, if you look underneath, you can see how filthy that is. Look at that. Look how filthy this thing is. So you just imagine what it's going to look inside. Right? It's got filth everywhere. Especially right there. Look at that. That's awful. All right, so let's get to it. Now we got the right screw and we got the right tool out, we can get this done. Oh, look at that in there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's filthy in there. Look at that. This has never been removed. I'm sure of it. Look at all that dirt and filth in there. Look how dirty this is. Oh my God. Look how dirty it is. Filthy. Look how dirty it is in there in the hole there. I don't know if you can see it or not. But it's pretty filthy. And moment of truth, let's take a look. Oh, wow. 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 Look how dirty it is in there. Look at that. Look at it, it's caked in there. Just disgusting. Wow. Wow. Filthy. Absolutely filthy. Look at the inside of this case. Look at that. A little desert in there. Disgusting. It's not as dirty as I thought it was going to be. It's still filthy, of course. Jeez. Look at that in there. Look how dirty this is. That is filthy. Absolutely filthy.
All right. Now we need to take these cable out.
Little screw right here. Filthy. You can see how filthy this thing is. One last screw here. And that should be it for the screws. I'm going to lift the logic board straight out of here. That one. Just lift right out like so. You can take these off right here. They just lift off. But for our purposes, it'll be fine. That's what it looks like underneath. You take these screws out to take off the heat sinks. Okay. That is filthy. Holy cow. Look at that in there. Something's living in here. It looks like a bug nest or something. Disgusting. So the white one's for the DVD, the black cable for the. Got our little brush. Brushing all this out before we hit it with the air.
So that's nice and clean. We set that to the side now. And we can start dealing with this. I still can't get over how dirty this is. It's insanely dirty. It's like a desert in here.
So for these, I'm gonna hit them with the isopropyl alcohol and a cotton swab. And that'll get in between all these fins, we'll clean that right out. The power supply. And now we'll hit everything with the isopropyl alcohol. I'll show you that. How dirty that is. Holy cow. Much better that looks. I don't do anything fancy, just get a paper towel, isopropyl alcohol, and just give everything a nice wipe down. Not sopping wet, it's just, you know, a little bit on it kind of thing. This will dry and we'll put it all back together. No big deal.
You should clean these shafts off, guys, okay? Make sure the shafts are clean. That's a lot better with this. Am I doing a perfect job? No. But it's a lot better than it was. And for me, it's fine. If you want to get extra crazy, you can. For me, this is good enough. It's fine. Compared to how it was before. Look at that.
Clean these fan blades out. A little alcohol like this. Holy shit, now what's wrong here? Just clean the fans out. You get the little blades. Get in there. Look at that. One. This thing is filthy. Disgusting. And you see right here, there's a little clip. You just have to pry it up. Little clips, you pry it up, and then you can lift it out. When you put it back in, you just put it back in and push that little tab down again. And then you're golden. Looks a lot nicer now. I'll tell you that. Is it perfect? No. But it's a lot better than it was. That's for sure. you're putting the front back on. Has these little tabs. They go into here. You'll see little clips. You just gotta fit them on. So you start with the front first, and then you lean it back. That's it. Easy. Okay, so there we go. To turn it back on. There we are right there. It's all working. So that's perfect. That's how you take apart your PS3, clean it out, dust it out, blow it out, and put it back together. All right, so don't forget to comment, subscribe down below. If you want to throw a like in there, that'd be awesome. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for all your support. I really do appreciate it very much. Have a great day.